Moon Platoon, it is a bloodbath party. But when it comes to parties, we have to ask, who brought the dip? Who exactly is feeding into a pattern as if this is 2021 all over again with the gamma squeeze of epic proportions around the corner? We have to understand why AMC and GME fell today, as well as the fact of whether or not Ryan Cohen celebrating the anniversary of the gamma squeeze back in January of last year is a coincidence, or if it's something much more. Let's take a look at the price action of the day. Let's take a look at the technicals. Let's take a look at the reasons why. And then most importantly, let's take a look at that like button, smashing it, commenting out which one you are. Let's get it up to 1,200 and let's get going. Watch to the end of the video, guys. Back in August, this is all the way back in August, not new news. Adam Aron, CEO of AMC, said that he, at age 67, would sell some AMC shares toward year end. All trading decisions out of his hands, under guidelines of a Chase 10b5-1 plan spread over 3 months. Those shares are now finished. Done. Dunzo. He still owns 2,300,760 AMC shares. He is in. Okay, so in or not, this is where the news starts to twist. We have everyone never really thinking about AMC and their money before, now going all out and saying, AMC shareholders, be careful. Look at the Adam Aron effect. Look at the man doing exactly what he said he was going to do. So he pulls out $7 million today, all right? But still has 2 million plus. I have to get all of the FUD out of my eyes because it is getting harder to see the actual facts directly in front of us. Also, I have to ask you guys, now that you come to this part of the episode, fascinating that since 1993, the S&P is up 600% in after-hours trading. Around this time, we were having live streams specifically about the after hours. So we want to be able to, once again, since the after hours spike was just last week, ask you, put in the comments, would you guys like us to start streaming regularly after hours? Because it does seem like if we are going to repeat January's success story, that right now it might be the very bottom of a delicious dip. Because here come the chips. All right. So we are looking at a regular hours in the red diagram here, green going all the way up to 600% from 1993 to 2013 and onwards. Didn't finish the x-axis here. Cumulative returns since inception of the SPY ETF, which tracks the S&P 500 stock index through January 2018. All right, so it was all the way out to 4 years ago, but most importantly, it is depicting the actual results of after-hours trading. After-hours trading not only from the retail side, but also what were the heavy-handed market makers, the movers of the market, changing to the rules of the game. Now we can actually uncover more. Just let us know if you want us to follow along with you guys live. So, 100% apes have come to say, we support you, we love you, we're fighting for the same things. We all want accountability and better, more transparent markets. The media and criminal enterprise wants us to fight each other so badly, but they refuse. They don't care if you're invested, they don't care what you're invested in, because at the end of the day, we're all the same team. There is us and there is them. All right, now that we have morale out of the way, let us take a look at the options chain. On the far right side, $145 strike, right? We still are looking at 13,000, 77,000, 35,000, right? A smattering of which is congregating at $60 strike. So watch that, $250,000 worth of strike calls right there. In vast majority right now, we're looking at $23 strike and $24 strike for puts, but there are some in the money puts, even in the money calls. Even for today, we got at $20 strike. We have about $500,000 worth of calls right at $20. Ending the day right now at $20.66. This is the final results of the day. Right now, we are looking at $20.66 with a high of $23.15, opening of $22.65. That's down 9% on AMC. On GameStop, we are looking at an open of $128.50, which means down 4.5%, $122.33. Already looking like a lift in the after hours. So remember, like we just said, a lot of those gains are coming straight from the after hours. Once again, GameStop did not have a negative catalyst. It was trending in parallel with AMC's price action. If you're looking for the winners of the day, Bed Bath & Beyond down here, right, up 9.5%, had more earlier, right, pushed through levels of resistance that we hadn't seen for a while, all the way up to 30, oh gosh, all the way up to 44.50 earlier today. Sorry, this is on the daily chart. 44.50 earlier last year. It went up to 16.26 earlier today. ATHR also up, ATER also up. Ford up today about 2.5%, but most of the market is in a spiral downward. Naked, OneFo, PHUN, DUOL, and Snap, PROG, Roblox, SPIR, and of course AMC, all of which we just mentioned had more than 10% down. So the market seems like it's in a perfect position for savvy investors to buy the dip. However, right now, we're not giving financial advice. We're just giving you guys the facts of the matter. What resistance are we looking at AMC for the near term by end of week? We're looking to retake 2178 by end of week. And this bullish return is likely going to start in the after hours. We're already looking at AMC and GME pushing at the gates to try and get somewhere in the after hours. Looking at 2394 as the next level of resistance. Careful to note that there might have been another one that started gathering a couple of footholds at 2315. At the end of the day, if we return back to the 23s in just a day, that's already looking at a 15% rip just in by the end of this trading week. So that's why we want to be able to take a look at the Lux algorithm. Right now we're on the 4th oversold Bollinger Cloud here. So it is a very, very good chance that we are going to have a bounce right at the bottom of it. We're already looking at a potential buy signal right here. Make sure that you guys know that the buy and sell signals do come from Lux, and you guys still have it for 20% off in the description down below. I'll be looking at ChatterQuant as well to make sure that you guys don't miss out on any alerts, especially from social sentiment across the stratosphere right now. You're looking at Twitter and Instagram talking up a storm about AMC and GME. If you guys want to follow at Andrew Money, Twitter or Instagram, that's the best way to become eligible for future giveaways. And speaking of which, I want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys getting to this part of the show. Like I said, I asked a question about whether or not you guys want to see after hours live streams, because like we just saw, after hours is starting to become the next hot thing, especially with the data is concerned. A lot of the gains that we could be looking at, especially by the end of this month, could be a repeat of the January comeuppance. So, Kenny and the rest of the hedgies, we're all looking at you. Thanks for the dip. Make your move. For now, but not for forever, thanks to all of you who have supported the show by smashing that like if you enjoyed this, smashing that subscribe if you want to stay for more, and most importantly, those of you who have joined as patrons on Patreon and smashed that join button next to the subscribe button. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the money. Peace.